Hi guys, so I got a message from a friend yesterday saying that I just built a PC and bro, I'm using high-end components. My GPU is 4070, 32 gigs of RAM, but the system is very slow and when I play games I get very low FPS. Why? So from the message I can actually say that the system is bottlenecked. Yes, what is bottleneck? Bottleneck is when a component of a system actually limits the performance of the entire PC. So here are some things you need to check before you build a system or you purchase a system component from the market. Option number one is the system case and the motherboard. When it comes to the sizes, we have two types of sizes, which is the M80X and also the ATX. So when you are purchasing a motherboard which is M80X, it means that you need to buy a system case which is M80X case. And if you are purchasing an ATX, a standard ATX motherboard, it means that you need to purchase a standard ATX case so that it can fit into it. Second thing you need to check is the CPU and motherboard compatibility. So we have a lot of CPUs over there and not every CPU is compatible with every motherboard. So you need to check the motherboard brand and type in which you are purchasing to match up with the CPU which you buy from the market so that you will not get yourself in a situation where your system will be bottlenecked. Another option that you need to check is your GPU and your CPU and motherboard compatibility. So when you are trying to purchase a GPU, you need to research to know that the GPU which you are purchasing is compatible with the motherboard and the CPU as well, because not every CPU is very compatible with every GPU on the market in which you buy. So you need to be very careful when you are purchasing the GPU as well. Do a research on the GPU and CPU and motherboard compatibility before you purchase them. 3. We have two types of motherboard. We have the AM4 motherboard and also the AM5 motherboard. AM4 motherboard simply means that all the components in which will be used to build the entire PC will be DDR4 components. And AM5 motherboard means that all the components in which you use to build a PC will be DDR5 component. The next option to check is the power supply as well. So your GPU will determine the power supply in which you buy into your computer system. High-end GPUs require much power to, process the machine or to turn the GPU actually on for it to function properly. So if you are purchasing, let's say like a 1590 series GPU, and you are using a power supply which is giving you like 500 watts, that GPU is never going to perform very well or even turn on because it requires a higher power. So you need to check the power wattage of your power supply before you purchase the power supply or the GPU. And also, we have one major thing I want to talk about, which is the RAM. So every RAM has its speed, which is measured in megahertz. If you are purchasing a RAM on the market and you purchase the RAM which is 3200 mAh and you bought two of these RAMs, one is 3200, one is 3600, it is actually going to give you a bottleneck because the speeds of the RAM are very different, which will actually cause a bottleneck. So these are some things you need to check out when you are building a PC to prevent a bottleneck system. If you are not following this channel, kindly subscribe, turn on post notifications, and be a part of the family by sharing this to other people. Thank you and see you in the next one.